meta character that matches the end of a string. So the regex $meta character helps matches the end of a string. So it's a type of meta character that helps to match the end of a string. Now let's take a look at an example of how we can use this the regex $sign meta character to matches the end of a string. So here it is. And here we want to test to test if a text ends with Lagos. So come here and make a pattern that I want to search for. And what is that pattern? The pattern I want to search for in the text exactly is Lagos. So this time around, you can see that the $sign is at the end of the pattern that I want to search for. So from here, then I can make another variable and call it the text where I even want to search for what I want to search for itself. And then I need another variable to hold the output from this pattern.text. And I can pass in the text. And from here, I can try to get the output of my code. And you can see that it's true because at the end of this text, we have Lagos as the string that is there. But if I switch gear and say something like Lagos is a big city, now you can see that the output has changed to false because Lagos is no longer what ends that particular string. So that is why you are getting false. But if I revert back to what I had before, you will see that this will change to true. So that's to tell you that the $sign meta character also returns Boolean values, either yes or no, which corresponds to true or false in JavaScript. You can see that when we change pattern, it gave us false because that pattern could no longer be found at the expected position that the $sign meta character expects it to be. So let's move on from here. Now, JavaScript rejects character classes. Character classes are characters enclosed in square brackets. So when you talked about character classes, they are characters that are enclosed in a square bracket. A character class matches any character from a set within brackets, which means that when you want to know if a class character matches, it must be out of the character that is within a bracket. So these are the most common of regex character classes. We have A in a bracket, and the description is that it matches the character between the brackets inside where it is inside of. Then we have ABC. It matches all characters between the brackets. We have A to Z. That matches all characters in the range from A to Z. 0 to 9 matches all characters in the range from 0 to 9. So these are the most common. These are by no means the exhaustive list of the regex character classes, but these are the most common that you often see in actions or in demonstration. And moving away from this, I want to give an example of how we can use this last pattern, which is how we can use this one, how we can match all character in the range from 0 to 9. So I want to give an example of how this can be achieved or done. So let me go back into my editor. And here I want to do a global search for the characters from 0 to 9 in a string. Do not forget that regular expressions always deals with string. So now I can make my string variable. I say more than 100 people attended the meeting. And now I can set my pattern that I want to search for. So how do I do it? I need the /. Then I need the character classes. Don't forget that the character classes matches any character from a set within brackets, which means that I need a bracket where I will put the characters. And once I'm done, since I want it to be a global search, then I'll add the G flag to what I already have. Then from here, I can make another variable to store my results. Text of match patterns. This way. And then the output, which will give me 1, 0, 0. And if you look at what I have, you will see that this actually is correct, because you can see that we have 1, we have 0, we have 0. So anything that falls between 0 to 9, then this character class will pick it and add it to part of our output. So if I have 1000 here, and I have another text, maybe I said another 700 wait list. Now you can see now that it has also increased the elements that it's picking and giving as an output. You can see, so if you first pick everything here, then it will pick everything here. So if we have as many as possible, that is how this character keeps looking for what falls between that range. So anything that falls between the range of 0 to 9. But take a look at this. If I should change this now to something like maybe 778. Now you can see it also falls between that range of 0, 0, 9. So which means that anything that falls in between, it will pick it as part of what needs to, be categorized together. So 0 to 9 in a bracket, a character class of 0 to 9 matches all character in the range from 0 to 9.